Learn English through story. A dangerous path of passion. In the heart of a bustling city, where skyscrapers reached for the clouds and dreams clashed with reality, lived a woman named Isabella. A talented painter, she spent her days working in a quaint art studio that overlooked the river, surrounded by the vibrant colors of her creations. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, a different passion began to stir within her, a dangerous passion that threatened to consume her. Isabella was a creature of beauty and grace, her dark hair cascaded down her back, framing a face that could have been carved by the gods. Yet, despite her undeniable talent and allure, she felt trapped in a life that did not reflect her true self. The art world was competitive, often harsh, and she longed for recognition and fame. But more than that, she craved adventure and excitement, the kind that could only be found outside the lines of her canvas. One fateful evening, while attending an art exhibition, Isabella met Marcus, a charismatic gallery owner with a reputation for transforming unknown artists into stars. He was everything she had imagined, a man full of life and ambition, his eyes sparkling with a hunger for success that mirrored her own. They talked for hours, and Isabella felt an undeniable connection, one that ignited a fire within her. "Your work is remarkable, Isabella," Marcus said, his voice smooth as silk. "But you need to step out of the shadows and embrace your potential. You could be the next big thing." His words were intoxicating, and Isabella found herself drawn to him, not just as a mentor but as a lover. They began an affair, passionate and tumultuous, filled with whispered promises and stolen moments. With each encounter, Isabella felt alive, her heart racing with excitement as they explored the depths of their desire. But the deeper she fell into this relationship, the more she realized that Marcus was a man driven by ambition as his own, not hers. As their affair progressed, Isabella began to neglect her art. The passion that once fueled her creativity was now consumed by her obsession with Marcus. Nights that should have been spent painting turned into evenings filled with extravagant dinners and late-night rendezvous. Her friends noticed the change. Her paintings gathered dust in the studio, untouched and unloved. "Isabella, you need to focus on your work," her friend Clara urged one day, concern etched on her face. "You're losing yourself in this relationship. Marcus is not the only way to succeed." But Isabella brushed off her concerns. "You don't understand, Clara. This is my chance. Marcus believes in me. He sees my potential in a way I never could." The danger of her path was already evident. Isabella had ignored the warning signs of the late-night phone calls from Marcus that were more business than pleasure, the dismissive way he spoke of other artists, and the subtle manipulations that left her feeling small. But blinded by passion, she forged ahead, convinced that love and ambition could coexist. As weeks turned into months, the thrill of their affair began to wane. Marcus, who had once showered her with affection, became distant and demanding. He pressured her to change her artistic style, to create what would sell rather than what resonated with her soul. Isabella found herself torn between the man she loved and the artist she aspired to be. "Your work needs to be more commercial, Isabella," Marcus insisted one night, frustration lacing his voice. "You can't expect to gain recognition if you don't cater to the market. You need to adapt." "But that's not who I am," Isabella replied, her heart aching. "I want to create art that speaks to me, that comes from within. I can't just paint for the sake of selling," Marcus scoffed, his patience waning. "You can't afford to be idealistic. You need to choose between your dreams and reality." In that moment, Isabella realized the dangerous path she was on. The passion that had once brought her joy was now a source of pain. Marcus was not the loving partner she had envisioned, but a man willing to sacrifice her artistry for his gain. She felt trapped, torn between her heart and her aspirations. One evening, after a particularly heated argument, Isabella stormed out of Marcus's apartment. She needed to clear her mind, to escape the suffocating grip of her passion. As she walked through the city streets, she stumbled upon a small, dimly lit gallery that showcased local artists. Curiosity pulled her inside, and she was immediately captivated by the raw emotion of the paintings on display. As she wandered through the gallery, she met an older artist named Samuel. His work was vibrant and full of life, each stroke telling a story that resonated with her soul. They struck up a conversation, and Isabella found herself pouring out her heart to him. "I've lost myself in a relationship," she admitted, her voice trembling. "I'm struggling to find my passion again." Samuel listened intently, his wise eyes reflecting understanding. "Art is a reflection of your soul, my dear. You must create from your heart, not from the expectations of others. True passion comes from within." His words struck a chord deep within Isabella. She realized that she had been compromising her dreams for the sake of a man who saw her as a means to an end. That night, as she returned home, she felt a renewed sense of purpose. She had to reclaim her passion and her identity. The following days were transformative. Isabella poured herself into her art, rediscovering the joy of painting. She filled her studio with vibrant colors and raw emotions, each stroke a testament to her journey of self-discovery. The more she painted, the more she felt like herself again, her heart swelling with a sense of fulfillment that had long been absent. But as her passion reignited, Marcus returned, demanding her attention once more. He was charming and persuasive, showering her with compliments and promises of a bright future. He invited her to a high-profile exhibition, claiming it would be her chance to shine. "Isabella, this is it. You'll finally get the recognition you deserve," he exclaimed, his excitement palpable. But as she prepared for the exhibition, Isabella felt a familiar sense of dread creeping in. The whispers of passion were no longer about her art but about the man who had once consumed her. In that moment of clarity, she understood that Marcus had been nothing but a distraction, a dangerous path that had led her astray. The night of the exhibition arrived, and Isabella stood before her paintings, her heart racing with anticipation. Friends and art enthusiasts filled the gallery, their eyes drawn to her work. As she mingled among the crowd, she felt a sense of pride swell within her. For the first time, she was being recognized for her talent, not for her relationship with Marcus. But as the evening progressed, Isabella noticed Marcus lurking in the background, his presence a dark shadow over her joy. He watched her with a critical eye, his smile more sinister than supportive. When the first sales began to happen, his enthusiasm felt forced, and Isabella felt a tightening in her chest. When the evening finally came to a close, a renowned art critic approached Isabella, praising her work and expressing a desire to feature her in an upcoming showcase. "You have an incredible talent, and your passion shines through every piece," he said, his eyes alight with admiration. Isabella's heart soared, but as she turned to share her excitement with Marcus, she found him glaring at her. "Don't get too excited," he snapped. "You still have a long way to go. This is just the beginning." His words, dripping with disdain, shattered her moment of triumph. In that instant, she realized that this was not the man she wanted in her life. Marcus was not a partner, he was a weight holding her back, a dangerous path that would lead her to regret. Isabella took a deep breath, summoning the courage she had rediscovered. "Marcus, I can't do this anymore, she said, her voice steady. I need to pursue my art on my own terms, without your influence. His expression darkened, anger flashing in his eyes. You think you can do this without me? I made you. You owe your success to me. No, she replied, her heart racing. I owe my success to my passion and my hard work. I will not let you dictate my life any longer. With that, Isabella walked away from Marcus, leaving him fuming behind her. She stepped into the cool night air, feeling lighter with each step. She had chosen the path of passion over the allure of a dangerous relationship, reclaiming her identity and her art. In the weeks that followed, Isabella's career blossomed. She held exhibitions, gained recognition, and built a community of artists who inspired her. The support she received from her friends and fellow creators filled the void that had once been occupied by Marcus. And as she continued to paint, she poured her heart and soul into her work, creating pieces that resonated with others. Yet, as Isabella flourished, she often reflected on her journey. The allure of passion could be intoxicating, but it was also a double-edged sword. She learned that true passion is not about the excitement of a relationship or the thrill of success. It is about finding the courage to pursue what truly matters, to create art that reflects one's soul, and to walk away from anything that threatens that essence. Isabella knew she had ventured down a dangerous path, but she emerged stronger and wiser. The whispers of her passion guided her, reminding her that the only dangerous path worth taking is the one that leads to self-discovery, authenticity, and the courage to follow one's heart. Passion can be a powerful force that drives us to create and achieve our dreams, but it can also lead us down dangerous paths when we lose sight of our true selves. True fulfillment comes from pursuing our passions authentically, without compromising our values or allowing others to dictate our journey. Embrace your passions, but be wary of those who may seek to manipulate or control them. Trust your instincts, stay true to yourself, and always prioritize your own happiness and well-being. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.